Angela, thank you. To continue our team coverage is Steve King. And Steve, Governor DeSantis addressed the possible confusion surrounding the new executive order allowing doctors at private practices to determine vaccination eligibility for people under the age of 65.
Felicia, well, doctors in our area have already begun filling out the forms that people submit. They're called the COVID Extreme Vulnerability Form, and then that way people 65 and younger can get the COVID-19 vaccine if they produce that form at the pharmacy. But one doctor tells us he thinks some people are going to be surprised at how much trouble they have trying to get that form filled out by their doctor. Dr. Olayemi Osayemi of O Medical Services in West Palm Beach says the new executive order might be too vague. It states pharmacies can vaccinate anyone, quote, determined by a physician to be extremely vulnerable to COVID-19.
I think that's the main problem right there, because is who defines, how does the physician defines who's vulnerable, and how does the patient defines how they're vulnerable? So the two may not necessarily align. A patient might think they are vulnerable based on what they think. The physician might not think so. I think their vulnerability needs to be well defined for physicians who are not used to dealing with this infection, so they know how to determine which patient should get prescription. If you just leave it as generic as that, then it's left for interpretation. So I think some kind of guidance might be important.
Governor Ron DeSantis addressing this concern during a news conference in Pasco County today.
We're really putting that in the hands of the medical doctors rather than us arbitrarily picking and choosing, because the fact of the matter is, if we pick certain things, we may leave some out. We could include things that may not, so we think we're trusting our doctors is the way to go.
Right now, the Extreme Vulnerability Form is available through the Florida Department of Health website. Though the new executive order is in effect now, the form only became available Tuesday night. We asked the State Department of Health why the form was not published until then, but they have not responded to our request for a comment. Publix representatives tell us the physician-signed form will be required for anyone under 65 getting a vaccine at a Publix starting Friday. Now, to find that form, you can go to the Florida Department of Health website. On the left side, go to Trending Topics, click COVID-19. Then on the next page, click the words Form Required. We also have a link to the form right now on our website, WPBF.com. Reporting live in Palm Beach County, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.